Hey everybody, this is Scott with Ledger Dredger here to show you another use case for Airtable. In this particular case, this was used in a console where somebody had a flooring company and they wanted to be able to track expenses of materials that were consumed during a job. So this could literally be modified for any business that uses consumables, landscaping, etc. But in particular, this one was used in a flooring company. So it's really easy base to manage. It's 3 tables here you can see, and really 2 of them are rarely even used. So here we have our materials, and this is where we list all of our consumables, right? So let's say we have a bigger container of epoxy, and let's say it's a 2-gallon container, and let's say our suppliers not that awesome and is charging us $15 for that 2-gallon container. Okay, so we enter in our consumable, our list of consumables here. Then we come over to our expense tracking. Now this is where we actually use the materials. Now this looks like there's a lot going on, and there is, but as you'll see here, it's really simple, and you don't have to see all of this information. We can hide a lot of this in a different view. So let's add in our new consumed item. So our 2-gallon of epoxy here, and as you can see, this all pretty much started populating as soon as I entered in the epoxy. Actually, I need to unhide my job field here. Okay, and so we put in our epoxy, and we want to put in what job we used it for. So let's say Billy's Bobcat Farm, right? And so we used, this is our 2-gallon epoxy that cost us $15 at the store. So how much of that did we use? Let's just say we used all of it, so our 2 gallons. Okay, and as you can see, the rest of this just populated on its own as soon as we entered in our 2 gallons. So this cost per simplest unit breaks this this capacity, this container capacity down. This one, you got confused. It breaks this down into the simplest unit, which if you go over here, you can see gallons would be ounces, okay? And for feet, it would be inches. So this is cost per ounce here in these particular use cases for these 2 materials here. And then this tells you how many of those units there are. So 16 ounces in a gallon, 32 for both of these. Since these were 2 gallons a piece here, there's 32 ounces in both of these. Okay, then also we want to know if we used our container, because we're going to throw off our total cost formula if we multiplied these out. What we want is, if we use this container in full, we want our formula to know that, and so that it doesn't throw off our cost. So here we used our full container, so there's a 1 here. If not, there'll be a 0 here, because this 1 gallon, we use 2 gallons. That's obviously not equal, so it's going to cost us double, right? And so here's our container used. Now we can also, if we didn't use our full container, let's say we used more, we can also go 2.5. That would be 40 ounces at 94 cents an ounce at $37.50 total cost. Okay, so yeah, and then whenever we have a new job, we just put the job in here, and that'll allow us to select it over here. Now, like I said, we can condense this view, and we can view this information differently as well. So let's go to our condensed view. Now this is what you would really use on a normal basis, would be just the material, and then actually the job. So the job material, how much, and then here we have the ability to, let's say if you wanted to get really granular with your consumed amounts. Say we had like 2 gallons and then 5 ounces we could put here, and then calculate that out to the exact ounce if we wanted to. So that's why these fields are here as well. But I mean, from the other table here, I mean, literally this is all the information that we filled in, these 4 pieces of data, and we get our total cost. All that rest of that stuff is working in the background. We just know that it's there. We can also view this by jobs that we used it for. So this will give us our totals per job. And again, we can hide most of this stuff. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Let's hide this stuff. Okay, hide. Nope, we want that. We don't need that. Or that. Or that. Okay, so this is the same 4 pieces of data, and this gives us our total used for Fred's Freaky Firehouse and Billy's Bobcat Farm. Okay, and so we can track it by at the job level as well. So yeah, you know, Airtable is simple to use. It can take care of all the simple tasks that you may spend, you know, time in a spreadsheet or time with a calculator, God forbid, figuring out all this your expenses and the costs for your job. The only thing you would really need to know for this particular thing to work would be how much you used in the job once the materials and the jobs are actually already filled in. And you know, once you know the amount consumed, you just plug that in and Airtable figures out the rest for you. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to implement this into your business, if you would like to talk about it, if you would like your own expense tool, let me know. Click the schedule call link, and we'd love to sit down and talk with you and help your business become more efficient. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.